Thank you, Lulu. Before I start, I would like to ask the audience how many of you have finished your CC. You have finished 10 species? Please raise your hands. Congratulations. How many people are on your way? Your C7, it's okay, the lights can turn on. C7, C8, C9. Anybody? C7, C8, C9? Oh, okay. So that means everybody else is working for your CC.
Yes.
Please continue to work on your CC. Because statistics shows that only 10% of Toastmasters actually finish the first 10 speeches. Only 10% worldwide. So that means 9 out of 10 Toastmasters actually leave before they finish their 10 speeches. That is an extremely low statistic, but it won't happen at either of the clubs here, because everybody will finish your CC before you even consider to leave. And I will tell you why. Because you don't want to leave, because that's when the fun starts. The regular CC manual is actually like Kung Fu. You're only doing the basics.
Yeah.
Boring stuff.
Yeah.
Really boring stuff, but it's very important because you need all the basic skills. Every single speech focuses on a particular delivery skills. And you really actually need to go through that sequence. Because after you have acquired all these basic skills, you can combine it together and deliver the fun speeches. And you can be very creative in these advanced speeches. You have a list of the 15 manuals. I will not go into detail on all of them, but I will highlight some of them. These are the 15 advanced manuals. These are the ones that are translated into traditional Chinese. Even though most of you want to use the English manuals, but if you want to consider delivering them in Mandarin at a Mandarin club or at other clubs, you can feel free to do that. You're not only limited to delivering speeches here, especially if you're delivering a speech in Mandarin or a sales pitch to your customers in Mandarin. You can always go practice. Find a speech that might actually fit the occasion. There's no limit on what you can do in Toastmasters. Find a program that matches your needs. How to select the one for you? Webster mentioned it. So there are different ways. You pick the shortest speech, which is what I did. You know which one that is? The longest speech. I know you would want to challenge yourself. Pick the longest. Pick what you're very good at. Pick what you're not good at. Pick what you do at work and what you would like to try and you don't get to do in your life and what you hope you will deliver. What your future goals are. If you want to be the CEO of a company, you start practicing now. You don't start practicing and you'll become the CEO because then you don't have time and you don't have an audience to give you feedback because they'll be very afraid of you. So depending what your goals are, look, I'm serious, right? I'm very serious. So you want to do all this preparation work now depending what you would like to do in your future. So these are the 15 speeches. The shortest speech is where? Special occasion. The longest speech is where? Facilitation. So that was the criteria I used. Was the shortest speech. All right. So there's a selection guide. You can Google it. There are lots of advice on how you can pick your advanced manual, and we have the expert here who also share with you. I won't go into detail on how to pick your advanced manuals. If you really want some advice, 如何运用情节训练手册 is online on our Toastmaster website, BTM. Zhang Hua, of course, he's the expert. He gives you the chart on how to pick. Very analytical. Go online. If you really have difficulties, we have a team of consultants to help you. Every single one of these manuals, they're listed. These are DTMs that have done this speech. But some of them have disappeared for a while, the DTMs, so they disappeared. So if you want to really close some of these people, they might not answer your phones. My name is listed here for 2 of my favorite speeches, manuals. Nobody has ever called me. I'm very disappointed. So if you really want to do these 2 speeches, please call me. I will give you lots of advice. Actually works. Somebody called Helen Chen. He convinced him not to do the other speech and to follow this manual. So he actually talked to this member for 2 hours just to convince him not to do the standard that he already selected. So they talk on and on. All right. So most people have a question. We have 2 manuals. The humorous and the entertaining. What are the differences? Humorous speech means you have to make the audience laugh. Entertaining means you don't have to make them laugh. You can enjoy a movie even though it's not a comedy, right? Yeah. Exactly, that's what entertaining means. A great story does not always have to be a happy ending story. It can be a sad story, it can be a very enjoyable story. So entertaining means you can enjoy it. It could be a sad story that's enjoyable, right? But do not say anything negative. There's always a lesson, there's a story, interesting information. You're not going to give the audience deep understanding, not talking about philosophy. It's just entertaining. try before you decide which menu you really want to do. So this is also a recommended. It talks about management, talks about entertaining speeches. You get to try a variety of different types of speaking. How to find speech topics? Look around you. Just don't look in your office, look in your room. Whatever you like to buy, where you spend your money on, or you can steal topics from other people. Because your content will never be the same, right? You can copy whatever they did, which is what I do when I run out of inspiration. I go to a meeting and I say, oh, that would be a great topic, and I come up with my own content. Yeah. So, borrow and steal. Read a Toastmasters magazine. There are usually lots of tips in there too. Use your creativity and try it. Some of the speeches I delivered 3 to 5 times before I got the hang of it. So don't be afraid to try a topic. It might not work perfectly for that objective. So today we're actually here to learn how to use the advanced manual, how to prepare it. There are 5 speeches in each advanced manual. They increase in difficulty. So it's recommended that you actually follow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sequence. There are some ideas and some sample speeches, scripts in these projects. You can actually deliver up to 2 speeches per manual given outside of a Toastmasters meeting, which means at your formal office presentations, that also counts. The criteria is your EVP has to agree, you have to have a TM evaluator in the audience, and you have to meet all the project objectives. I'm a little bit flexible on the timing. You don't have to follow the manual timing if you have to do a half-hour presentation, but the manual says 5 to 7 minutes. Can't really match it. Tell your evaluator, right? That this is your objective. So in terms of timing, I don't think it really needs to match perfectly because that setting is where you want to practice. But you might want to come to your Toastmasters meeting to practice it first. So these are some of the options. I actually delivered this toast at a real wedding in Mandarin. So and it was a Toastmasters wedding. So there was a lot of guests that were Toastmasters. So I could go to anybody to actually be my evaluator. Yeah. So that's the occasion you actually want to deliver that speech, right? So I actually delivered several speeches like that. Wow. It was for a Toastmasters couple. They met at Table Toastmasters. So that's how to prepare for your advanced manual. Very important. Please read the manual. I didn't do that because they wanted to see 10 speeches. so I think what I do is I actually don't read the manual. I look at it and I come home with my speech. And I went back. When I became the evaluator, I realized I really have to read the manual. And talk to senior members about which project you're thinking about, and read the time limits, which you have listed. They're all very different. Not all of them are 5 to 7 minutes. Role play, extremely important. We all play different roles in our lives. You're not only an employee, you're not only a member, you could be a father, you could be a mother, you could be a sister, you could be a storytelling person, you could be a salesperson. So we play many different roles in our lives. We're granddaughters, right? We have grandmothers. So you can pretend, excuse me, you can pretend that you're any of these roles. You're not just members here. You can set up and pretend we're not at this meeting room. You have to use your creativity. Yeah. Look at little kids. They play in a room, but they're imagining themselves in space. So that's what we have to do in this setting. Even though we're at a meeting room, you can create a setting that's totally different. And send your manual to the evaluator who might not actually have that particular manual, scan it, so your evaluator actually reads it before everybody does speaker introduction. Create your own speaker introduction, which I'll talk about a little later. Create a setting. Are you at home? Are you in the office? Are you at a restaurant? Are you in a classroom? Who actually talks about this? Your TME actually will introduce you if you tell them. Are you at a graduation? Are you at a party? Or are you at a meeting? You can create this setting to be anything you want. Who are you trying to be? Who are your audience? Who do you want them to be? Do you need tables, chairs, set up in a different way? Do you need special equipment and props? For example, the Emily, one of the Emily Sue.
Yes.
Emily Shu. Emily Shu gave me this.
PR.
I will talk about the storytelling later. So Emily Shu gave me this idea. She came to Rome with it. She was delivering a radio talk show. I told her, in a radio talk show, nobody can actually see you because it's an experience that you can only hear about. So you should not have the audience see you. So I asked her to hide behind the whiteboard. So she did.
Yeah.
But because the TME did not tell people that she was actually delivering a talk show, so this member kept pulling the whiteboard away. Yeah, why are you hiding behind the whiteboard?
Yeah.
Right? So you want to create an experience, but you want the audience to know, because the audience did not know that she was delivering a radio talk show.
Yeah.
So who is supposed to say this? The TME. So you write your script and have the TME said today, we have this member delivering a talk show. This is an experience that can only be heard, and that's why our speaker will be behind the whiteboard. Please don't pay attention to how she looks. There should not be any facial expressions because it's an experience and it's a speech that you can only hear. The other way to do this is to ask everybody to turn around. So there are different ways to do this. Please don't look at the speaker because you're not supposed to be looking at the speaker on the radio show. You listen to the speaker on the radio. So supposedly you should be asking the audience to pretend they're driving in a car. That's when you listen to radios, right? Or late at night. So this is the setting, this is the time frame you want the TV to tell you, right? Here's a Q&A too. You have to tell the audience so they prepare their questions when they're listening. If you ask people at the end, do you have any questions? Nobody ever has any questions because nobody is really paying attention. So if you want people to ask questions, that means extra work on the audience. So you make sure to tell them. Please think harder and listen harder, then you will have questions. But you have to tell them in the beginning, not at the end, because then they lost the chance. Technical, communicating on TV. So this is what I did 10 years ago when we didn't have cell phones. When I had to ask my friend to bring a beeper and tripod just like that. Big, huge equipment I didn't have. So I delivered because I wanted to pretend that I was a TV host. I would never do that. It would never happen in my real life. But in Toastmaster, I can pretend that I'm a TV host. So I actually wrote a script and I interviewed a different member. Now the manual actually says you have to play it back to watch yourself. So that's the scary part. I never watched my own video. But who do you want the audience to be? The audience are actually not members. You're actually in a TV studio. So you're actually seeing how a TV show is being done. So you are the audience. But as a speaker, you're not supposed to look at your audience because your audience are actually behind the camera. So as a speaker, I can only look at the camera in the little red dot. I should not have any eye contact with the audience because you're not my real audience. You're there to clap. So that's the difference when you deliver the speech. Your audience is actually behind the TV. They're not here. So your eyes should not be looking around. But you have to tell the audience that. Otherwise, your evaluator will tell you have no eye contact. What equipment you need? Of course, you need a tripod and a camera. Facilitated discussion, panel moderator. I did this speech in a Toastmasters meeting. This is very long, so I actually made it shorter. So I did several of these panel discussions in Toastmasters. I got a few people together, asked them how the experience was when they attended the international conference. Because I didn't get a chance to go. So I asked them, and then I had to do this on my job. I had to actually host a panel, which I didn't know before. So I actually learned how to host a panel, and then this skill became very helpful. Panelists, and then who do you want to invite? So I learned all the details. Speeches like management, if you want to be a manager one day, this is what these do. These are the speeches, or the kind of speaking skills that you will need to be a successful manager. Look at your own managers. Do you like their talking styles? Are they effective? Are they persuasive? If not, then you come here to practice your own styles. Storytelling. So this is Emily Hsu. She went to Sparkle, and she delivered a speech. She told a story, but it was a story that's for a little kid, and the audience didn't know it was the story of the Little Prince. So I told her, you could tell the audience, please pretend you're 5 years old. Today the story will be spoken at that language level, which is what you're supposed to do. So you can ask the audience to be any age, to be any role that you want them to be and create a setting to maximize your learning experience. Do you need any props? Do you need any visual aids? The storytelling, you can actually bring lots of things, because that's what makes it interesting for little kids. You're not just delivering a speech. You have to imagine for a 5-year-old what would be very interesting. Entertaining speaker, speaking after dinner. After dinner, you know in movies, my favorite show recently is Downton Abbey, where you actually see very old traditional British families. They actually move to a different room after dinner, they smoke cigars. What prop you need for this? You need whiskey for the speech. Because that's what you do, right? Actually, Westerners enjoy the dinner, and then they go to a different room, and then you enjoy a sip of whiskey or brandy. And then what's the second thing you need? You need a fireplace. You don't have a fireplace? You'll probably have PowerPoint now. You can create a fireplace. So, and then you're at a mansion. So that's the kind of study you want to create. If you ever need whiskey, I can provide you whiskey. Because my sister used to be the brand manager for Glenmorangie GP. Wow. I have a lot of whiskey at home. Anybody that ready to speech? Please let me know. I will be here. I will bring you whiskey. That's allowed, right?
Can we choose
at
that
your
year?
company? Alcohol is allowed? So make sure that they know, and sometimes you're not supposed to rehearse it. Sometimes you're supposed to just call them up and then you actually do something. So make sure your partner actually knows what you're going to do. Special occasions is my favorite scenario. Make sure that you deliver the speech before you leave Toastmasters. We'll do the same way because the first speech is mastering the toast, and it's the shortest speech. In the advanced manuals, it's 2 to 3 minutes. Now, if you Toastmaster long enough, you know the shortest speech requires the longest time to prepare. So this is the mastering the toast. As a Toastmaster, you have to know how to deliver a toast. So please deliver the speech before you leave. So these are the 5 projects. Today we heard one of the speeches, receiving an award. These go pair in pair actually. Presenting an award and receiving an award. I suggest that they be delivered doing the same thing. This is mastering the toast. What do you need for this meeting, for this speech? Wine. Yes. Drinks. Drinks. And please not in a plastic cup. In a plastic.
In a paper cup.
So you for this speech. Yeah, so ideally, it's actually real champagne glasses. I have champagne, I don't have the glasses. I can provide champagne.
Oh my God.
So, any occasion that you say congratulations, for example today, installation ceremony, we can actually have a toast before intermission. Oh, we don't have intermission, too bad. But this is where I actually insert the intermission right after the installation, so we can actually celebrate a little bit. And any occasion where everyone served. And actually the toast, glasses and wine. Speaking praise, also we can say a speech to send our outgoing president to thank her for the dedication that she has shown to this club. So that would be speaking in praise. So outgoing officers, they deserve this, or your president or any of the governors. At formal occasions like this is the perfect setting. And that's not at a club setting. So at a setting like that, then you can practice actually what it should sound like. Retirement parties, lifetime awards, special recognitions, you have a lot of these occasions in your company already, or even at Toastmasters. So you can actually take the opportunity to make sure we honor these people. So you don't have to make room. This is a room.
Yes.
So you're putting your good friends on fire. So depending on how close you are and how big the fire you want to be, so you're doing lots of humor stories, jokes, and habits, and the pet peeves. So this can only be done with a very close friend. Presenting an award and receiving an award, like I said, I suggest that they be delivered at the same occasion. For example, today, Lulu did not get a chance to properly present this award because we don't know why Lulu received this award. What were the criteria for presenting this award? Why she deserved this award and for the 3rd time? That's an extreme honor. So if the presenter can actually explain a little bit, then the receiver comes up to say, I'm really honored to be presented this award. That makes the occasion a lot more formal. So we actually want to practice all of these simulations and role plays in a real setting as close as possible, but that requires your imagination. So all of us are working professionals, we're stuck in the meeting room like this, we're stuck in our office roles and we forget that we can actually be very creative. And the advanced manuals is where you can live your dreams. Might not happen, it might happen. You never know, but experiment with it and play around with it. So this is the list of advanced manuals. Continue if you're not at CC yet, and for any of the advanced speakers. There's 15 manuals, so keep speaking. You will enjoy a lot more fun. I hope today's workshop has been very helpful to you.